Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis have a cold face-to-face meeting finally after all the back and forth. What's your thoughts on this? Drop a comment.
Yeah. Was you hurt though? Was you like?
Hell no. I jumped on him. Like you know what I mean? I jumped on him. He was grabbing me from there. We ain't want no smoke from there.
Yeah.
They want to throw you to the wayside.
Yeah. I mean, it just once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad, and like once you get around, they don't be who they say who they portray to be. You be like, damn.
But Floyd's like, no, I'm the best. No, now it's no longer Floyd's time. It's Tank's time now. He's the best. He's done waste power. He's all this.
Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis engaged in a heated exchange during which Mayweather dismissed any possibility of defeat and Tank fired back, insisting that his strength would be the difference. The fight grew more intense as both fighters stood their ground.
So, as far as my documentary that's coming out, you guys gonna see 26 years of behind-the-scenes footage that you guys have never seen.
I remember when radio hosts and TV reporters were accusing you of ducking Shane Mosley, Baldomir, Hatton, Canelo, Guerrero, and you fought all of them right after that. Is that also going to be in your documentary?
Well, I feel like the proof is in the pudding. I don't have to say who I beat. There's been so many great fighters out there, so many good fighters. All the guys that you named are hell of a fighters. Everything is about timing. I wish me and Shane Mosley could have fought when he was undefeated.
Tank Davis initiates discussion by drawing comparisons to Mayweather's skills. After Gervonta Tank Davis boldly declared, skill-wise, mine are way better than Floyd's. Boxing Kingdom recently sparked controversy. No one on TV today is more skilled than me if I'm playing at my best. Debate was instantly triggered by the comment. Many people consider Mayweather to be one of the best boxers of all time because of his renowned defense and ring IQ. Tank is dominated in the interim with his knockout power and deft technique, but is he outperforming Floyd in terms of skill? That's a bold assertion. Shane Mosley added his voice, recognizing the conflict between the two. Floyd constantly wants to be in control, and Gervonta has problems with him. However, Gervonta is making an effort to come out of the shadow. The topic of whether Tank is correct or undervaluing Floyd's legacy continues to split fans. Leave your comments below.
I don't hate Floyd. I'm happy for Floyd. He's accomplished so much, and he believed in himself to accomplish all these different things, to be great, to dare to be great. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of him. I'm proud that the brother, went all the way to the top of the mountain and won. But now, Floyd, it's time for somebody else to win. You won. It's time for the new generation. They're gonna win. But your era, you won. But now there's another era. So can you make somebody else great like you are, or help them be great like you are? That's the issue, right? And maybe that's what Tank is talking about.
Davis recently discussed the difficulties he encountered while being mentored by Floyd Mayweather on the Jay Hill podcast, stating that he frequently felt stuck in a lose-lose scenario. Before his 2017 IBF Junior Lightweight Championship bout against Jose Pedraza, Davis recalled a crucial moment in which he felt Mayweather purposefully set him up for failure. He claimed that after going 6 months without a fight and experiencing financial difficulties, such as eviction and having to sell his jewelry, he was forced to accept the fight with Pedraza after receiving an ultimatum from Mayweather that he must defeat Pedraza or face an indefinite suspension. Davis claimed that I was in a lose-lose situation and that he advised me to fight Jose Pedraza, saying that if I don't, I'm just sitting on the shelf and not fighting.
What came out still on top?
With Floyd? We said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, make me lose. But he thought I was gonna lose. But
You talking about like a boxing match or?
yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Pedraza. Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 16-0. 16-0. And I was 21 at the time. and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know. So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You sitting on a shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game.
Tank Davis was asked in a recent interview if he would be able to fight Floyd Mayweather Jr. if they were both in their prime. Davis acknowledged his admiration for Mayweather's legendary status and said he would steer clear of a fight like that. But he also stressed that his own skills are strong enough to compete with any boxer in the sport today. Davis has frequently mentioned Mayweather as a major influence on his career, citing his strategic acumen and defensive prowess as inspiration. The acumen disrespect highlights Davis's hesitation to consider a potential fight with his mentor, knowing the difficulties of taking on a fighter of Mayweather's caliber. Davis is still confident in his skills in spite of this. His perfect record and numerous world titles in various weight classes are proof of his extraordinary talent. Davis has established himself as one of boxing's most feared opponents thanks to his explosive power, quickness, and ring savvy. His claim of his abilities is indicative of a larger conviction that he can compete at the greatest levels, regardless of the opponent.
Tank, how would you fight Floyd in his prime? Like if you were to fight Floyd in
Don't
his prime,
fight him.
if you guys were both in the...
Don't fight him. I wouldn't fight him. I mean, Floyd was good. He was top tier. I mean, me, I feel as though I could compete with any top fighter. I'm not saying me going at Floyd, but I'm saying like I feel as though my skills, and not to take nothing from Floyd, but I feel like my skills can compete with anybody that ever laced up a boxing glove.
You're crazy to watch, bro. Like, yeah. You hit like a fucking train.
Floyd Mayweather recently uploaded a video of himself sparring with Tank Davis 6 years ago, which sparked conversations among boxing enthusiasts. There was conjecture over Mayweather's intentions due to the release's apparent haphazard timing. According to some, he was reminding everyone of his power. Fans are arguing whether this was a calculated move or just a nostalgic throwback from the undefeated champion. While some saw it as a subtle jab at Tank, the video featured Mayweather's signature defense and counterpunching skills, while Tank displayed his trademark power and aggression with their history of tension.
I'm from Baltimore. He's not from D.C. That's what I learned. I thought he was from D.C. too. D.C. my second home. I've been coming up here since I was 9 years old, even younger. So I'm not really trying to get in his personal business. Probably just showing him that, I could do anything, especially in your backyard.
We're gonna feel all this shit we gotta do. Look, hey Tank, we're gonna go 35-12.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m.
Seeing the Lomachenko and Devin Haney for the undisputed title. That was a good fight. I'm very, very glad that Devin Haney was victorious. Me and Devin sat down, for us to come together and make a relationship happen. I don't want to knock championship belts because they are important. I could tell him, you could win 2 world titles but make $250 million, or you can win 20 world titles and make $10 million. Then when you look at Ryan and Tank, they made great money. We could have been did this, and that could have been him in the fight with Ryan Garcia.
Tank Davis has long desired to compete against Floyd Mayweather Jr., his former instructor. He thinks that taking on Mayweather would be his hardest task, even though he respects his status as an all-time great. but their connection has been strained. Many think that because of his competitive nature, Mayweather finds it difficult to accept Davis's growing success, which causes friction between them. Despite the conflict, Davis frequently acknowledges Mayweather's superior defensive abilities and continues to commend his influence. Davis acknowledged that he would prefer to avoid a fantasy fight between them since he is aware of how challenging it would be. Tank, however, continues to have faith in his skills and thinks he can defeat any elite fighter of the day. He is demonstrating his status as one of boxing's top fighters with an undefeated record and numerous world titles. Will they be able to find common ground, or will their rivalry persist? Leave your comments below.
You know, so I don't want Tank to necessarily leave Mayweather. I think he's in this position because of everything that Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe have done for him. So I do want him to do what he is saying. Take control of your career. Say that you want Shakur and actually fight Shakur. Say that you want Devin and actually fight Devin. You know, fight these guys. Don't keep making new names. Like, you gave Barrios a chance. You gave Isaac a chance. Like, you know, Gamboa. Like, those aren't the fights that we want.
Tank Davis is an unbeaten streak and a knockout artist with raw strength, whereas Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a defensive mastermind with a perfect 50-0 record. Tank thrives on aggression and finishing prowess, whereas Mayweather depends on talent and plan. The bar is set high by Mayweather's supremacy in several divisions, but Davis is establishing himself, winning belts, and demonstrating his value. However, Bill Haney stokes rumors about their tumultuous relationship by claiming that Mayweather attempted to manage Tank's career rather than help him. Tank's strength could be neutralized by Mayweather's defense and ring IQ if they faced up in their prime, but it only takes one clean shot to make the difference. Would Floyd be too evasive, or could Tank overcome Mayweather's defense? Leave your comments below.
Do you want your legacy to be? If you care. Because some interviews I see you say like, yeah, I don't care about this, I don't care about that. Where you stand on that?
It just like, it's so up and down in the sport. When I say up and down in the sport, it's like, a lot of people don't know, but it been 3 or 4 people in my weight class that been undisputed type of thing, and they held it for like only a couple months. I beat Ryan. Ryan beat Devin. Devin was undisputed. You get what I'm saying? Like it don't, like it's up and down. Cause some people would discredit what I've done. Ain't gonna lie. My influence, my everything in the sport, just that alone. Even coming from where I come from is like, you feel me? I feel like I'm already up there with whoever, like Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard, all them people.
The Gervonta Tank and Floyd Mayweather Davis represents two different but dominant boxing styles. Mayweather, who is considered to be among the most technically sound fighters in history, built his reputation on unbeatable defense, precise counterpunch, and an unrivaled ring IQ. His ability to manage the tempo of a fight, avoid damage, and outmaneuver opponents has made him all but untouchable in the ring. But Tank, the biggest question in a hypothetical matchup between the two would be whether Mayweather's defensive brilliance could neutralize Tank's relentless offense, or if Tank could break through and land the devastating punch that has folded so many of his opponents. Davis brings a completely different challenge with explosive knockout power and the ability to change the course of a fight with a single punch. Although Davis has an unpredictable quality, he can be outboxed for multiple rounds and still manage to land a fight-ending shot. Historically, Mayweather has faced and defeated power punchers with his deft movement and tactical strategy to frustrate aggressive fighters.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with at That's what I was real. That's what I was told at the time. So
Tank's advantages lie in his raw power, offensive pressure, and finishing ability, making him a constant threat, while Mayweather's style and experience would likely give him the edge in controlling the fight. Mayweather's strengths include his superior defense counterpunching ability and elite stamina, which would allow him to dictate the fight's tempo. This fight would be a classic battle of technique, power, IQ versus aggression, and Davis's knockout power is still a hazardous aspect that might change the outcome suddenly. Mayweather's methodical strategy could help him win. Fans would be glued to their seats as Tank delivered that one game-changing blow, making this a fight of the future. Ford, Calvin, the necessity of differentiating between Mayweather and Davis has always been stressed by Davis's longtime trainer, who frequently states Floyd is Floyd, Tank is Tank, emphasizing that although Mayweather's legacy is unmatched, Davis is pursuing greatness on his own. As Davis's achievements increase, Ford has also made remarks about the revealing nature of success, implying that not everyone, including Mayweather, will be truly supportive. This viewpoint highlights the difficulties Davis faces not only in the ring, but also in navigating relationships within the boxing community.
Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person that's coming out, man, 'cause they can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
Thank you to everyone who saw this video.